And before heading to the state capitol, Mayor Spencer sat down with Fox 2's Andy Banker for her first in-depth one-on-one interview. Here's part of that conversation, all new at 9.
As in her first meeting with the governor, one issue kept rising to the top in our interview: policing. I asked her about that and if the city has changed just 3 weeks after she took office. Is there a different vibe at City Hall?
Well, I think it's hard to say. I mean, there's a different vibe for me walking in the door because people are excited to see me. Not that they weren't before, but you know, there's a new energy, I think. Certainly here in the mayor's office, there's a new vibe.
She now takes that vibe to Jefferson City, where about 3 weeks before she took over as mayor,
First bill signed.
the state took over the city's police department. Governor Mike Kehoe, a St. Louis native, will soon appoint a police board to run the department. I asked if she shares his view that St. Louis needs a lot more police officers, even as homicides trend significantly lower for the third straight year.
To your initial question, do we need more policing? I think that we have to have response and we have to have enforcement when it comes to operating a vehicle as though it's a weapon. And that's exactly what we're looking at oftentimes down here, is driving a vehicle so recklessly, we're endangering lives. We're actually seeing people lose their lives. Last year, 2024, we had 23 pedestrians killed by vehicles. It is far too many, and it's increasing at a horrific rate compared to where we were just the year before, which was already far above the national average. So I think that policing is part of the solution, being creative about the enforcement, you know, whether it's impounding vehicles, putting boots on cars. We're very serious about using every tool we can to curb that very, very dangerous behavior. I've been really encouraged. You know, I meet with our police chief just this week. You know, just this last weekend, they pulled several dirt bikes off the road that were driving egregiously dangerously. You know, the chief knows that's a priority for me. Certainly, it helps the morale of our constituents, our residents, when they see that the police department is able to take constructive action to address some of this really violent behavior. There's reason to be talking about numbers going in the right direction. Those are good things. But I also want to be very mindful of the other indicators of crime, and that does include some of these other things like reckless driving. I want people to feel safer at the end of the day, not just to see the numbers go in the right direction, but for people to really feel confident, comfortable coming downtown, being a part of our community, and just feel safer in their own neighborhoods.
And look for my full interview Sunday morning at 8:30 on our political show, Hancock and Kelly. We cover a lot more ground, including her relationship with Board of Aldermen President Megan Green. I ask if the two, politically at least, are at war. Andy Banker, Fox 2 News.